Start though with developments at Newcastle, who have turned down £110 million plus add-ons bid from Liverpool for their striker Alexander Isak. Mark McAdam, Michael Bridger here. We'll speak to them shortly. First though, let's go live to St James's Park and we can speak to Keith Downey for more. Keith, very good evening. Right, where are we with this story?
Where are we? How long is a piece of string, Mike? Look, Liverpool have made the formal offer this morning to Newcastle United for Alexander Isak. We know that 2 weeks ago there was an informal approach. Since then, Isak refused to travel with the squad on their pre-season tour. Clearly, he's been affected. His head has been turned by Liverpool's interest, so much so that he's training out on his own in the Basque region of Spain with his own team, away from the Newcastle travelling party in South Korea. And that informal approach became a formal offer this morning when, as you rightly say, Liverpool made that offer to Newcastle United of £110 million plus add-ons for Alexander Isak. It was rejected by Newcastle United for two reasons. Firstly, it doesn't meet their valuation of the player, which is £150 million. And secondly, they don't have an adequate replacement lined up. Newcastle, if they were to lose Isak, would have no strikers going into the season, having already lost Callum Wilson. So they're in a very, very delicate situation.
Newcastle want to sign Chelsea's star after resolving Alexander Isak's situation. Newcastle shift focus to defensive reinforcements as Liverpool abandon Alexander Isak. Pursuit Newcastle United are now prioritizing the recruitment of a central defender following what is being described as a resolution to the prolonged uncertainty surrounding striker Alexander Isak, according to multiple sources. Chelsea's Axel Disasi is among the players being closely monitored as a potential addition to the Magpies' defensive unit. Liverpool had made Isak, 25, their primary striker target for the summer window. Momentum seemed to be building in the Reds' favor, with the Swedish international expressing a strong desire to join the Anfield club. On July 24th, Team Talks transfer journalist Fraser Fletcher reported that Isak had communicated his intention to leave Newcastle, pushing for a switch to Merseyside. The report quickly gained traction and was corroborated by various outlets. Just days later, Liverpool formalized their interest with a firm offer £110 million for the striker, excluding performance-based incentives. However, that proposal was swiftly rejected by Newcastle, who remained firm on their £150 million valuation of the player, rather than returning with a revised bid. Liverpool have opted to withdraw entirely from negotiations. This unexpected decision effectively leaves the door open for Isak to remain on Tyneside. Despite ongoing links between Newcastle and strikers like Benjamin Sesko and Jon Wissa, who were being considered as potential successors in the event of Isak's departure, journalist Sacha Tavolieri has now revealed that Newcastle have put the Isak matter behind them and are fully turning their attention to bolstering their backline. With the situations around Sesko, Wissa, and Isak now settled, Newcastle are actively moving forward with plans to bring in a new central defender, Tavolieri wrote on X, formerly Twitter. He added that contact has already been made with Axel Disasi, who is now a prominent figure on Newcastle's SRT. Manager Eddie Howe has long sought additional depth at centre-back, particularly as current options Sven Botman and Fabian Schur have both endured injury setbacks in recent months. Crystal Palace captain Mark Gahey had been the club's top defensive target throughout the year. But Palace boss Oliver Glasner remains determined to keep the England international. Moreover, Gahey is also being watched by Liverpool, with Gahey difficult to obtain. Attention is shifting toward Disasi, who could emerge as the more viable option. Team Talks Fraser Fletcher earlier reported on July 16th that Chelsea would consider selling the French defender this summer if their valuation is met. That figure is understood to be around £26 million. The Blues, still navigating squad restructuring, are eager to raise funds for new arrivals such as Xavi Simons and Alejandro Garnacho. Although Newcastle have not yet submitted a formal offer for Disasi, the move is being considered internally. However, some analysts suggest Disasi might not generate the same level of excitement among fans as Gahey would. Given his inconsistent form since arriving in the Premier League, Disasi, 27, joined Chelsea from AS Monaco in a £38.8 million deal in 2023, but has yet to make a sustained impact. He featured just 6 times in the Premier League before being sent on loan to Aston Villa in January, where he made 7 league appearances. The defender is reportedly open to a new challenge, and is especially keen on joining a club with European ambitions criteria that Newcastle, who will participate in the UEFA Champions League, clearly meet. Tyler Morton set to leave Liverpool as Lyon close in on Dylan, a separate development. Liverpool are nearing the sale of rising midfield talent Tyler Morton with French outfit Olympique. Lyon now in advanced negotiations to finalize a move worth around £15 million, according to Paul Joyce of The Times. The deal is progressing swiftly, with terms largely agreed between the two clubs. Shortly after Joyce's update, Fabrizio Romano echoed the news, confirming the deal on social media and specifying the £15 million figure. Morton, a graduate of Liverpool's academy, has impressed during loan spells at Blackburn Rovers and Hull City, where he amassed 87 appearances, scoring 3 goals and providing 8 assists. The 21-year-old's composure, passing range, and ability to control the tempo from deep midfield roles have not gone unnoticed. With just a year left on his current Liverpool deal, the club has decided to cash in now rather than risk losing him for free. Liverpool had previously been open to offers, with team talks Fletcher noting on July 15th that Morton could be available for the right price. West Ham United were among the clubs linked with the player, although they stopped short of making an official approach despite manager Graham Potter's reported admiration. Lyon have now emerged as the front runner and are poised to conclude the transfer in the coming days. Should the deal go through, Morton would become the 6th departure from Anfield this summer, joining Luis Diaz, Uriel Quansah, Coim Hein Kelleher, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Nat Phillips out the door. The sale will also bolster Liverpool's transfer funds as they look to make further signings before the window shuts. Liverpool, Lions, Malik Fofana, amid ongoing transfer plans team talk, also understands that Liverpool are keeping close tabs on Lions' highly rated winger Malik Fofana. The 20-year-old has already attracted attention from Everton, who saw a bid rejected for the Belgian talent earlier this summer. Fofana, who has been hailed as one of League One's most promising young players, is believed to be targeting a move to a Champions League club. That ambition could hand Liverpool an advantage in any potential negotiations, particularly given their strong scouting presence in France. With Morton's exit set to bring in a £15 million injection and the club stepping away from the Isak pursuit, Liverpool's attention could now shift towards securing more cost-effective but high-upside talent like Fofana to round out their summer business. Liverpool abandoned Isak pursuit after £110 million bid rejected by Newcastle. Liverpool have officially ended their pursuit of Alexander Isak following Newcastle United's firm rejection of their initial £110 million